I'll be reading some of the SMSs that are coming in, but 3 years after the government banned use of plastic bags in the country, there has been visible cleanliness in most towns that previously used to be dotted with plastic carrier bags hanging loosely on buildings and trees. But this has come at a cost: loss of jobs and livelihoods. In a special report prepared by our reporter Okero, we traversed the country to find out if Kenyans have fully complied with the ban and what the government is doing to keep the ban alive.
Nature, a wondrous view and the beauty beyond expression it gives when one looks at it. But its beauty won't last for long for the next generation to see due to the daily heaps of waste brought about by poor waste management strategies. So after years of promising to take action, the government made the manufacture, sale and the distribution of plastic carrier bags illegal. On 28th of August 2017, Professor Jude Wahungu, the former Minister for Environment and Forestry, declared a ban on single-use plastic bags in the country and introducing high penalties for defaulters, ranked the harshest in the world.
I want to repeat and to reiterate that plastic polythene bags are pollutants, they are toxics, and they affect our health negatively. That is the whole purpose.
The plastic bag ban led to a loss of jobs, years of investment, and some manufacturers closed their businesses and others relocated to other countries.
Tuseme saa hii kama niko na mbaazi nikiweka kwenye hiyo makaratasi nyepesi inakuanga nzuri kwa sababu customer wanasiona kwa mbali.
Hiyo karatasi ungepata kwa shilingi 30, lakini yenye imekuja hivi karibuni inauzwa kwa shilingi 120.
However, it has also brought new business opportunities.
Nafikiria kwa upande mwingine sisi kwetu imeleta savings. Kwa sababu paper bags zilikuwa risk kuraruka, but for this one ya saizi you can reuse it.
But we ask them to innovate because that is not the only line of production. They can innovate, they can bring biodegradable bags, they can make reusable bags.
A research sanctioned by NEMA in 2018 on prevalence of plastic bags in the ruminants of slaughtered livestock in Nairobi's abattoirs found out that more than 50% of livestock have ingested plastic bags. These animals suffer from various conditions such as depression, being weak, and bloating affecting milk and beef production. The researchers concluded that the ban on plastic bags should be upheld to safeguard livestock industry and environment. A prior research by NEMA and United Nations Environment Program UNEP postulates that Kenyan supermarkets handed out 100 million plastic bags annually that ended up littering the environment before the ban. 3 years later, a report by the government says 80% of the population has stopped using plastic carrier bags. Over a decade of engagement with the relevant stakeholders, the Ministry of Environment and NEMA felt that it was the right time to effect the ban.
As a country, we've made very good progress in terms of implementation of the ban. If you look at our towns and cities, they are much cleaner now. And I want to thank NEMA officers. I think they've been doing a very good job countrywide to ensure that they follow up on these plastic carrier bags.
With the ban, Kenya became one of the few countries to ban plastic bags globally, acting as a benchmark to most countries in the world, especially our East African neighbors.
Very gratifying. In fact, when we look back, before we come to the issue of total ban, we had lots of challenges. We had to engage a number of stakeholders. We had to bring people on board, enlist the support of the public to ensure that this is for their good and this is for the good of the environment.
Although the ban has largely been considered a success, some types of plastic bags have not disappeared entirely.
We enhance our enforcement, including working closely with the market managers and the county governments. As you are aware, recently we gazetted close to 100 county environmental inspectors.
A majority of supermarkets and shops are no longer handing out carrier bags. Small traders have been using small bags made of clear plastic, which the United Nations says could be smuggled into the country from our neighboring countries that are yet to ban the plastic bags.
Ikiwa iko hiyo plastic kuna manufaa mingi sana. Kwa hivyo mimi sitaki, kama mimi Mkenya singependa nione tena makaratasi inarudi tena Kenya.
According to the United Nations, plastic pollution is one of the most serious threats to the planet's health. Single-use plastics are polluting the majority of ecosystems from rainforests to the world's deepest ocean trench. When consumed by fish and livestock, plastic waste ends up in our food chain. Further statistics indicate that by 15th of September 2018, 88,500 tons of waste was collected. By 21st September 2019, 100,000 tons of waste was collected. Now United Nations says that this year the number of tons of waste is expected to go high due to the rate of poor waste management strategies.
Ulikuwa unapata kuna mrundiko wa makaratasi mpaka zilikuwa juu ya miti, zingine zilikuwa zinaingia mpaka ndani ya duka zikipigwa na upepo.
How you handle waste, solid waste? You throw it out of the window. You throw it anyhow. Then it accumulates in the estate, it accumulates in the streets, and accumulates in illegal dump sites.
Back then, hii river yetu hii ilikuwa full of plastic bag. But hizi woven bag nazasema hata zikitupwa kwa mto hazitachukua space kubwa sana kwa sababu hizi once zimekunywa maji zina shrink. Alafu ni rahisi kuzitoa.
The United Nations states that before the ban, tens of millions of plastic bags were handed out in supermarkets every year in Kenya, polluting the environment and clogging up the drainage systems, contributing to floods in major urban towns during rain seasons. By 2050, the United Nations estimates that there will be more plastics than fish in the ocean. But in Kenya, pressure is already mounting for various environmental agencies to reintroduce the banned plastics 3 years on. Will they bow to the pressure? Okero, Switch TV in Nairobi.
Wonderful piece from Okero, most appreciated. And so many people are appreciating you online. That is on 111, 444, 111.